Hello everyone and welcome to episode 145 of this Let's Play series of Star Trek Online. My name is Winters and you are very welcome. So we're moving on to another new story arc, which is the New Frontiers story arc, and the first mission is Echoes of Light. So let's get our mission brief.
We've been in regular contact with the Kauri, and they've recently unveiled a new starship designed for space exploration. They're eager to head out into the unknown, and they've asked us to give them a hand. Starfleet has decided to send you to assist them in their first voyage beyond their home system. This is an exciting time for the Kauri. Watch over them and help them to see the value of space exploration, and let them make discoveries and follow their sense of wonder. Just don't let them get in over their heads.
Okay, so we have to travel to the Kauri system. We've already done that. There is some interesting item. Well, I suppose an interesting. It's a set. It's a disruptor set called I suppose you'd call it the Nausicaan disruptor set. It has a ground weapon and space weapons. You have a beam array, an energy torpedo. So even though it's a torpedo, it deals disruptor damage, and of course then you have attack console. The beam might be useful, and I suppose the torpedo maybe if you're doing a disruptor build. The console now, because it's a science console, if you're doing a disruptor build, this will be very good, because if you look at the stats, it's a plus 20% disruptor damage, and it's currently at Mark 12 very rare. When that console is Mark 14 epic, that is 25% damage extra that you get, and it's not chewing up one of your tactical consoles. Like a few missions ago, I showed you the one for Polaron, and it was a tactical console, so it's probably not a good one to use. But this one in this case is. So anyway, we'll accept the mission, and we will begin Echoes of Light. Now, as you can probably guess, this was their first time venturing out into space.
The decision to explore. Still, our ship is ready to go for our.
So it's meant to be a little bit sciencey. Yeah, but as far as I can remember, this is actually not a bad mission. Crystalline asteroid. Scan crystalline asteroid. Okay, we'll get in range a little bit.
Readings coming in. Sensors are picking up some movement on the far side of the asteroid. Cosmos, so simple orbiting debris either. We get.
So this is a little herd of, or a school of what are they called?
We've adjusted our power system. An excellent. Data's coming.
Where are you? There you are. Oh, really have to get close to these guys.
We're getting close-up readings from all of the creatures. They're treating us like one of their own. They're trying to talk to us with their radio waves. That was...
Okay, visit Skekly feeding grounds.
signs that... There's some kind of...
Beautiful map, this, actually. It's very, very nice. It's like you're right in the middle of a nebula.
Sensors are...
Scan comet.
This comet is most...
This is, of course, the minigame that is normally used for dilithium mining. I know I've said this before when we initially done dilithium mining, but it is much easier to use the arrow keys on your keyboard to align this as opposed to using these arrows here and using the mouse to do it. So a little pro tip there, to use your arrow keys on your keyboard. The score that you have to get for a possible maximum while dilithium mining is actually 735. If you get 735, that's it, you've reached the maximum amount of dilithium that you can actually get.
Core samples...
And another minigame. This time, this is the one that is normally found on New Romulus. We probably just have to get a score of 100, and that will complete it. Yep.
Holding the comet let us... It's like
That was kind of cool, launching the probe. Wait for probe data, 4 seconds.
Probe data received.
So you can see what I mean about this mission being very sciencey. And
Planet is geothermal in nature. Its surface is partially molten.
yeah, it obviously it is very sciencey. At the start of it, at least, anyway.
No life forms detected planetside. Then again, it is rather warm down there.
So we go around the planet here because this is what we're supposed to do.
There
Look
they
what we
are.
find.
Magnificent, aren't they?
Remember these guys? Anyone who
Creatures are
watched
interesting.
Star Trek: The Next Generation? These were seen on the very first
The
episode.
color display must be a form of communication.
Encounter at
I
Farpoint.
didn't realize that.
Ooh, we barely missed that guy. Excuse me.
Are you seeing it? I thought if you know.
Okay. Beam down.
Oh, not sure.
Examine pillar.
The walls of the... Look, there's some kind of large structure further down the canyon. Look at the size of that plaza. These people must have had quite a developed culture. Let's take some readings up there. This looks like a...
Okay. Quite nice here, isn't it? Yeah. Pretty funky.
These murals...
So we're examining the murals or hieroglyphs
This mural...
I think this mission makes a nice change from the normal pew-pew. I know I've definitely said that before.
The crystal's
but
quite the... It could... Yes, it would be...
It's nice to get one of these every now and then, just to break up the monotony of constantly being in combat. So yeah, I actually don't mind this mission. I think it's
These
pretty cool.
artifacts were used with opposable thumbs and indicate a likely handspan of 22 centimeters. Based on these footprints, these people had a stride that places them at about 1.6 meters on average. The wear patterns here show us that people leaned against here frequently. Yes. This was a meeting and gathering area. Enhancers online. The signal is strong and clear.
So we're excuse me,
Two
Jesus.
down, 2 to go.
We're setting up modified pattern enhancers.
That's 3. 1 more and we'll be ready. That's the last one. All enhancers online and standing by. All right. The enhancers...
Now, when you're playing this mission, this is important to take note of this guy.
That the alien is using the pillars in a specific order.
Basically, we have to copy the order that this guy is doing this stuff in, so we're going to go to this one first, this one, and basically just continue in a counterclockwise direction.
They're making the murals match up on each pillar. Looks like...
Okay, so we are going to start off with this one because that dude did. And rotate middle. So basically we're just lining up the cylinders to complete the picture. Like so. So now we rotate the lower one. And it is...
Do you hear that? That's the first pillar set in place.
It is random which one you start at each time. The combination differs every time you play the mission.
That's 2 pillars set into place. Three pillars are locked in now.
What the deuce? Come on. There we go. Dum dum dum. That looks rather familiar.
That's it? It's...
Doesn't it? Huh? Because I'd swear that looks like a Starfleet Delta. Kind of strange.
Isn't that...
And look at this. Red, blue, yellow. Suspicious.
Those people in the... What happened? Those inner doors across... I think the panel on the wall here can be pushed to open something. What is all of this?
pretty nice in
According
here,
to
huh?
Doubtful.
So what we actually we'll wait. Deep Space K-13. This station has been lost in time, and yeah, we're just after finding it now. So yeah, something happened with this. Oh crap! Sure, I forgot our loot bag is full. Is there any way? No. All right, screw it.
Chief and
Crap! I can't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, something happened to the station, and it disappeared back in the 22nd century or something like that. And yeah, we're just after discovering it now, so it appears that it was somehow moved here.
personal shield losing power.
Oh, that grenade got a few of them. Nice. Looks like there's one more in here. That's him taken care of. And now this guy. Where am I looking? Here we are.
Chief engine.
Nice.
Flanking damage detected.
Okay, and I think, yep, one more. And another one here.
Chief.
The crime is trespassing. The sentence is
Enemy targets on sensors.
Come back here. This guy's got a lot of hit points. Okay, return to the ship once Red Alert finishes. So, yeah, like I was saying before, this mission is a nice change. You know, there was a lot of sciencey stuff there at the beginning, but now we've got a bit of combat, which I think is really, really nice. you know, like,
Ship is under
gives you
attack.
that little bit of a break.
Target's shield has failed.
And then, yeah, you get some combat. Oh, yeah. That was nice.
4 shields failing. Rear shield failing. Right shield failing.
Sweet.
That was quite indeed.
End of mission. There we go. Not bad at all. So let's report in and get debriefed.
I'm happy to hear the Lucari handled their first experience with space exploration well. There's talk of their desire to join the Federation, and from what I'm seeing, they'd be fine members. The mystery of Station K-13 has been solved, although the past violation of the Prime Directive by some of its personnel is a concern. Hopefully the crew preserved in stasis pods will be able to shed a little more light on that situation. Finally, this news of a Zenkethi protomatter weapon is disturbing. I'll be looking into it from all angles, diplomatic and military in particular. We've fought a war with them before, and I'd prefer avoiding another now.
Right. So there we are. I'm just going to choose tactical console. Doesn't make a bit of difference. Yeah. Right, so we'll leave it there for this episode. Thanks a million for watching, folks. I really, really appreciate it. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. And as always, please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. My name is Winters, and I will see you next time. So until then, take care.